Hey, what's going on, Who That Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast. And before I get started, I want to wish everyone a happy Fat Tuesday, which explains my Mardi Gras style unapologetic hat. But for all those down in New Orleans that celebrate Mardi Gras, y'all be safe out there. You know, catch a coconut for me at the Zulu parade, all right? But this is the 11th edition of the State of the Saints podcast, Draft Prospect Edition. And this guy has been someone that a lot of people have wanted me to talk about, have been inboxing me, asking me my opinion on this guy. I'm talking quarterback Jacob Eason out of Washington, the 6'6", 231-pound red shirt junior. I got an opportunity to look at Jacob Eason, and I must say that his physical tools are really impressive. You know, I got to say, I mean, 6'6", 231 pounds. I mean, he's a throwback type quarterback. Those were the quarterbacks that everybody wanted back in the early 90s, you know, and early 2000s. You know, everybody wanted that big 6'6", excuse me, 231-pound quarterback, you know, like a Rob Johnson, like a Drew Bledsoe. I mean, he's that throwback type guy. He's a guy who has a really big arm. If you're a Saints fan and you've been looking for big explosive plays, this guy is the quarterback for you because he can get the ball down the field, and he's a really accurate deep passer. You know, like when he throws the ball down the field, I mean, it's getting to his wide receivers and it's getting to him on time and placed in the right place. So that's a plus. One thing that he does well also is getting the ball in tight windows. I've seen on several occasions he fit the ball between two defenders. I mean, that was really impressive just watching him just do this and thread the needle over and over again. But if you ask me, is this a good fit for the New Orleans Saints? I'm going to have to say no, because I see more cons than pros. When I look at Jacob Eason, I see a guy who is a good quarterback, but he has a really low ceiling. I mean, some of the things that I just described about him, about having the deep arm and fitting it between windows, those are the pluses. But the cons are his immediate routes, you know, when he's close. You know, I know a lot of people look at the Saints and you watch the screen game. The screen game is the extension of their running game. And I look at Eason and I look at how he throws the screen. I mean, he never throws it out on time. It's always late, you know, 9 times out of 10. And also, man, just his decision-making sometimes. You know, when he's feeling a blitz, he's taking a sack. I mean, he's a little bit kind of shaky in the pocket. And, you know, he never wants to throw the ball away. He's always holding on to the football. And he puts the team in harm's way by not doing that. I mean, just imagine 3rd and 4, and you taking a sack, turning a 3rd and 4 into a 3rd and 14, or a 2nd and 4, and you turn it into a 3rd and 14. You get what I'm saying? So when you look at a guy like this, you know, I look at him and I say he's going to get drafted. That's a no-brainer. But I don't look at him as being a franchise quarterback. I don't look at him as taking a team to the playoffs on several occasions. And I don't see him as a leader of a team. I see him as a journeyman, a guy who is probably going to be a backup most of his career. He's probably going to stay on somebody's roster because of his physical tools and, you know, the way that he looks. But I don't see him making a whole bunch of noise. I mean, NFL prospect scouts have him, you know, compared to people like Carson Palmer and Brock Osweiler. You know, need I say more about the Brock Osweiler comparison? On a scale of 1 to 10, do I feel like the New Orleans Saints need to draft this guy? I'm going to put it at a 4. We are transitioning to a brand new NFL, folks. The NFL, you have to be a playmaker at the quarterback position. You can't just rely on your offensive line to block for you every time and just give you a clean pocket. There are going to be times where the pocket is going to break down and the quarterback is going to have to make a play. He's going to have to go out there and make a, you know, slide. He's going to have to go out there and make somebody miss in order to fight for extra yards. And this guy's a statue in the pocket. Like I said, a true throwback, a guy that stands strong in the pocket but doesn't want to run. So I don't look at this as a good fit. I wish him the best, though. Like I said, I think he's going to be in the league for a long time because of his physical tools, but I don't see him with the New Orleans Saints. But this has been the State of the Saints podcast. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com. Search the State of the Saints podcast. And also the State of the Game podcast that's available on YouTube, youtube.com. Search the State of the Game. And both are available on Facebook at The State of the Saints and The State of the Game podcast. Till next time, all I got to say is, who that?